greatest feast of our year of prayer, everybody says, is Easter, the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus. But there are 4 Masses for the Feast of Christmas. There's a Vigil Mass the evening before, there's a Midnight Mass, there's a Mass for the dawning of the day, and there's the Mass that we're celebrating, the Mass of the day of Christmas. And each of these Masses has different scriptural readings. The first 3 try to tell us the historical details of the birth of Christ. And there's a lot of difficulty putting all those details together and making them one compact story. Because the handing down of the tale of Jesus' birth came from so many different sources, and sometimes from so different space away from the actual events, that there's great confusion there. We don't have to bring all the details of Christ's birth into a whole narrative which is very clear. God didn't hand that on to us that way. But the last Mass of Christmas brings them all together, the one we're celebrating now. And it tells us everything that we need to know about the celebration of the Lord's Nativity. The Word became flesh. God became a human being. The Creator became a creature. Now the question is, why would God bother to do that? And the answer is very simply, and it's found continuously in the writings of the New Testament, God did all this out of love for those that he had brought into existence in the first place. My favorite question is, why is there not nothing? And the answer to that question is because God's love just overflowed and created those beings, not just humans, but all beings who could be loved. All the readings of the prayers today and all the readings of this week of Christmas do not have one word of condemnation. There's no talk about here of punishment or fear of the future. Everything is joyous, overflowing exultation and love. The message is that the sin that we have encountered in our own lives and the ill will which we have experienced has been wiped away by the coming of God among us as one of us. Not only has death been overcome, but all of our failures have been wiped away, as the scripture says, like the mist of the early morning. There is nothing to fear. That is the message of Christmas. To experience this message, we have to do what the shepherds did and what the Magi eventually did. We have to go into the cave of the Nativity. And it's not the cave in Bethlehem, the physical place. It's the cave of our own hearts, where we will experience this God who has come among us as one of us. We must go into the cave of our hearts to discover the Word made flesh. This is not merely the birthday of Jesus. This is the rebirth of the whole created universe. God is not merely for us. God is with us.